Gentlemen, welcome to the shop. Today we've got a quick little tool review. I've got this project, routed out the centerpiece. Now I need to take out all the corners, and I don't know what I did with my chisel. So ran by the hardware store. Luckily I had to pick up some paint and stuff for the wife, and picked up this set of chisels. It's not a pair, it's 3 pieces. It's a Harden make. Now it's all made in China. Here at the bottom it says, I don't know if you guys can read there. Shanghai, China. So it's all made in China. Harden's the brand. It is a 3-piece set that consists of a 1/2 inch or 13 millimeters, a 3/4 19, and a 1 inch 25. Now, interesting. I just cut it open before I started the video. It's a relatively short chisel. I don't know what the difference is. Maybe let me know in the thing below. Why would you rather have a chisel that's this long than one that's this long? Because I have worked chisels extensively in my life, doing inletting on rifle stocks and so on, where you sharpen them multiple times in an evening, not even in a day. But I've never worked down a chisel to even close to this. So let's try it. First up, out of the box, look, it is what it is. It's a chisel. We'll see how the edge holds up. We're talking about an edge. Hasn't really got something on there. We'll quickly sharpen it. And then the handle, I don't know what it is with it. Some or other flexible polymer. Doesn't look super hard. And I think that'll actually help. The chisel goes through to the bolster at the back, and that's for putting something on it. We'll see how that works. But other than that, the finish doesn't look too bad. Obviously we'll polish it up and make it neat. Like I say, the 1 inch one hasn't got a edge on it to write home about. 3/4 as well, and then the 1/2 inch, same story. So they come ground. Let's see if I can zoom in here. Let's take the 25. I think you'll be able to see better on that one. Focus. They come ground with a primary bevel, but the secondary bevel is not there yet. So we'll put that on. So before we test it out, let's get our sharpening setup out and get gunning on it. Okay, Jen. So I've got my flat plate here. This is it's a piece of granite, but it's not a surface plate. Let's get that straight. It's not a surface plate. It's actually cut off from a kitchen countertop. But it's flat enough for what I want to do with it. Then I've got to start off with a piece of 400 grit wet and dry sandpaper. Just going to put some WD on it. That will probably make it stick, hopefully. And put some WD on there. And now we can start doing the secondary bevel. So let me just get my gauges here. Okay, so this is my 25-degree bevel. So let's put a 25 on it. What should it be? Well, I think the 25 is actually on the primary bevel here. So let's feel it. I'm gonna feel it and put it on the primary bevel. And just start. The moment you see you pushing away the lubricant, you know that you're not riding on the back edge, and that's what you want. Now what I do is I keep my arm and my body upright and move with my legs. Let me get you to another angle, and hopefully you can see it a bit better. As you can see, I tuck my arm in, keep it straight like that, and then I move my legs, keep my body upright, and you'll be surprised how close you can keep the edge there. Obviously it's not machined, but we haven't been. Well, some guys have used machines to sharpen chisels, but I think in history we've sharpened more chisels by hand than by machine. Here we're starting to get the secondary bevel in. I am a bit skew though, so I just have to press harder on the one side. I'm not as good as I used to be. I am getting an edge, but I'm riding that secondary bevel a bit. So let's see if we can do a bit better. And then I'll move it to the edge. And just polish the flat. New chisels are always a bit difficult because they are not flat and still just the grinding on it. So it takes the first time takes a bit, and after that it becomes easier. It's just getting there. Let me see if I can zoom in here. Focus. Come on. There you go. So there you can see the light shining on it. It's getting there, but it's still rough, and that roughness translates back to not as good an edge as you might have. So I'll still be polishing that edge a little bit, and there you can see now we've got a bit of a secondary bevel in it. So I'm gonna polish this up. I'll get you back here when I'm done. I'm gonna do the other two as well, and we'll see how if we can get them to work. Okay guys, I switched over to the little wheel. I couldn't get that angle already. I haven't done stuff like this in years and years and years. I used to be good at it, but I obviously lost the touch. So we're back at the little wheel to keep the angle straight. So now I'm not using my legs anymore because the little wheel is keeping the little jig is keeping the angle straight. So set it to 30 degrees, and yeah. So let's see how this comes out. Much better. Much better. Okay gents, so I've got the 3 chisels fairly okay-ish. I'm gonna be honest with you, I did not get them the edge square, completely square on that. I'll work on that. Like I say, I haven't done this in a couple of years, so this is getting back into it. It's getting to me. But we are just about shaving sharp. There we go. Does shave. So it's fairly sharp. So let's get into the project and see if we can get something done here. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna follow this edge and just mark out to where I need to go. So that I've got a corner. Let's see if we can zoom you guys in there. So I'm just following the line, making myself a little mark there. I think I must go and wash my hands first. I'll be back just now. There we go. Just got all the WD off of my hands. So what I do is I just split the surface, because that's what you're going to see, and walk it up one side, the other side, one side, the other side, until you get a corner of it, and then you can go to town on it. Well, I won't say going to town on it, but can apply a little bit more effort. Once you're in a bit, just chisel it out, and then we go to the next one. Then when you get close to the bottom, you can slag off a bit, making sure you don't go beyond the joint or whatever you are hammering out. As you can see, I clamped this thing to the table and it's moving on me, so I'm not as rigid as I would like to be, But for now this will work. The other corners will probably be a bit better, because this one is the opposite of the of where the clamp sit. And there we go, one corner done. I'm gonna do the others off camera. I'll get you back here when we're done. Okay, gents, so we've got them sharp. Like I said, I didn't get the angle quite right, so it makes it a bit difficult. If you're working in the wrong corner, you tend to go into the base before you get into the corner, so that makes it a bit difficult. But we'll get to it. I'll get my sharpening skill up to date. Other than that, I think these are well worth the money. They are cheap, they're Chinese. But if you're not using them every day, and at one stage I had a set of Stanley chisels because I use them very often, like almost daily, but definitely weekly, inletting rifle stocks. But these are not going to do it. I'm not doing rifle stocks anymore. But even if, I think for that, if you get them sharp enough, they'll be okay. I don't know how long the edge is going to last. It looks okay. I've done a little bit of work on it, and it doesn't seem to be absolutely rubbish. But I haven't used it on hardwood like the walnuts and stuff either, so I can't really tell. Other than that, first impressions, worth the money if you're not using them every day. The short chisel actually works nice if you're stabbing, because you're not working with long levers. So that's actually a sort of a benefit for me, if I can put it like that. We'll still test them and get them through the paces. If there is a negative on them, I will definitely come back and do a video on it. If you don't see any videos on this set of chisels again, you probably know, well, you'll know that they are still working and doing their part. And with that, I'm going to say thank you very much, everybody. If you made it thus far in the video, please rate, comment, subscribe, hit the little bell icon so you get notified of new videos. And as always, stay safe.